No, now it's fine. Okay, comparatively it is fine now.
Okay, fine. Then we are going ahead. So any doubts, guys?
Yeah, one more doubt. See, this recording, can we add our script in between these recordings?
That's what. Actually, I didn't complete the explanation. So as of now, I generated a small step. Here I have generated the steps, right? Now, if you see here, we have a file option. In the file option, you will be having the export test case option. So here you got the many ways, like how you wanted to export this test case. So you wanted to execute as Ruby or Python or Java. So even you can means if at all you are saving. For example, if you wanted to generate this particular code in Java, so how you can convert? So if you see, previously I explained that by default the code will be generated in the HTML format. So now from the HTML format you can store this particular into Java file. See, for example, I am storing this file on my desktop and I am saving this. So if at all I am saving this one, it was storing as a Java file. It will automatically convert this particular HTML code into the Java code. If you see, elaborate this one. So this is a Java code. It has been developed. So we need to align this one. And this code will be taken directly into, okay, this code will be copied and then this will be taken into the RC, and in RC the people will start to execute this one. Okay, so this is the way we can export it, but this is not the right way of doing the things. Why? Because Selenium is a very mature tool and WebDriver provided almost all the features. So as of now, you just need to understand what is a Selenium ID, then that is enough. No need to go in detail of these things. Why? Because in your, if you are executing your, means if you are working on Selenium WebDriver, you never and ever use this Selenium IDE. Okay? So guys, can you wake up? Already waked up. Great. So as I said, like so first point, Selenium can be, allows you to record and playback and edit and debugging modes. So this edit and debugging modes, you can do it in the Selenium RC, and even we can do it over here, but this is not so user friendly. So that is the reason the people won't prefer to do this one here. So directly they will go for RC. In the RC, they will try to try to do the debugging or whatever the things they wanted to do, they will do it over there. If you click the source, as I said, so by default it was into the HTML code. So this is where the code generated. So all HTML code you see. So this HTML code, when you are exporting, this can be exported into Java, C# or Python or whatever it may be. Okay, so in this way the code will be generated and this code will be exported into another languages. So this is the concept of record and playback. Okay, so that's the point. So one is the HTML. By default we will be seeing the HTML, and we can convert the code into any other programming languages which was supported by the IDE, and this is a flavor which is used for record and playback option. So these are the 4 points which we have discussed on the IDE. Now the next point is why we are not using the IDE and why we are going for the Selenium tool. So we need to know the limitations of this particular IDE. So the first limitation is it was using only HTML languages, and conditional and branching execution is not, it was not so easy in the IDE. Okay, and looping statements is not possible. So we will have for loops, while loops, do while. So we have a lot. These things are not feasible. So repeat what I say exactly. What I explained just before 1 minute, you just tell me. Enough. Huh? Huh? So once again, you want me to repeat it, and then you will say it to me. Guys, really, I'm not feeling. I was too drowsy. That's why I'm raising my voice and pitching like anything. Try to concentrate. I'm doing all these things because of you only, especially for you people. Concentrate, guys. You don't get. I'm challenging you guys. If you go outside the world, so for learning Selenium, I struggled a lot. I don't want you people to struggle like that. You know, I literally cried sometimes. Why? Because I'm learning from the online. That guy means he's superb guy. But when he was talking, means by default I'm getting sleep. So I will go wash my face and come and sit till night 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock for understanding these concepts. But means at least for explaining for you guys, I struggled till 4 o'clock yesterday night. So how best I can explain to you guys? So if I am struggling like this, at least you can't spend this much hours. Concentrate here. Okay. Yes. But so these are the limitations which you have. As I said, there is loopings, means for loop, while loops, and these things are not feasible. And reading from the external sources like Excel sheets or the databases, these things are not feasible in the for the IDE environment. And then exception handling. So this is one of the important thing. If you are implementing it for means whenever you are implementing for the framework architecture, the one of the crucial part is your exception handling. So if at all you are getting any exceptions, how you are handling those exceptions. Okay, all those things we can we can't do it via this particular IDE tool. And reporting. So this is where, so Nirmala told, like, so reporting capabilities are not there. So reporting capabilities are not there for Selenium IDE, but not for Selenium RC and WebDriver. For WebDriver, definitely we have a good reporting structure. And for RC also we have the very good structure. Okay, this is a brief, it's a superficial layer of IDE. I didn't go on for all the options, all the features. If you see in here, you can find many options and many things over here.